Okay, you know the feeling. You're just minding your own business, and suddenly a baby is staring at you, like really staring, not blinking, just locked onto your face with this intensity. We usually just laugh it off or make a funny face. But what if I told you that in that simple, unblinking stare, one of the most complex and incredible processes in human development is unfolding? So what is actually happening behind those wide-open eyes? You're about to find out.
For decades, this is the exact question neuroscientists have been obsessed with. Because that stare, it isn't just a cute baby quirk, it is a profound biological mystery. And it's our best window into how a brand new human mind boots up for the very first time. And the answers they're finding are rewriting everything we thought we knew.
All right, let's just get the most common theory out of the way right now. You've probably heard it. Babies stare because their vision is blurry and, well, your face is just the most interesting-looking blob in the room. It sounds reasonable, right? But the thing is, when you actually look at the data, that idea completely falls apart.
And here's why that whole blurry vision idea just doesn't hold up. Yeah, a newborn's vision is only clear for about 8 to 12 inches, which is, perfectly designed for the distance to your face when you're holding them. But by just 3 months old, their vision is good enough to see clear across the room. They could be fascinated by the ceiling fan or the dog or anything, and yet they consistently, deliberately choose your face. That's not a limitation, folks. That is a preference. And the reason why is where this whole story gets absolutely mind-blowing.
So here's the first huge revelation. That stare isn't a passive, one-way street. It's not just a baby observing you. It is an active, two-way biological connection that is literally linking your two brains together in real time.
So, back in 2017, a team at the University of Cambridge published this landmark study. And they published it in PNAS, which is basically like the Super Bowl of scientific journals. They wanted to see what was actually happening on a neural level during that stare. And what they found was something that nobody, and I mean nobody, was expecting. They were looking for a phenomenon called brainwave synchronization. It sounds complicated, but the idea is actually pretty simple. It's when the electrical patterns in two separate brains start to mirror each other. They start firing in the same rhythm at the exact same frequency. Imagine two guitar strings vibrating in perfect harmony. That's what they were looking for. And what they found was just, wow, look at this. When the adult looked away, you see almost no sync. A neutral face gets you a little bit of a connection. But mutual gaze, that direct, intense, locked-in stare, it produced the strongest neural coupling the researchers had ever recorded. Your brainwaves and that baby's brainwaves were literally dancing together in perfect sync. So here's what that really means. The baby isn't just looking at you. They are actively locking their developing brain onto yours and using your neural activity as a blueprint, a kind of scaffold to construct their own mind. That's stare. That's how one human brain teaches another human brain how to be human.
But it gets even crazier. It's not just about syncing up. That stare is also a form of high-level data collection. The baby isn't just connecting with you, they are actively reading you. Okay, check this out. Because at first, it seems completely backwards. Researchers at Harvard discovered that 3-month-old babies will actually stare longer at a complete stranger's face than at their own parents. Why on earth would they do that? Well, it all comes down to a fundamental principle of how babies learn.
It's a cognitive response called violation of expectation. Basically, babies are like tiny scientists. They stare longest at the things that are new, puzzling, or that they don't understand yet. A stranger's face is a brand new puzzle to solve. But your face is a book they have been studying for thousands of hours already. So when they look at you, they're not confused. They're looking for very specific information.
And their ability to read that information develops at a stunning speed. Think about this. By just 5 months old, studies show they can already tell the difference between a genuine smile and a fake one. And by 6 months, they're not just reading you. They're actively using your emotional cues to decide how they should react to the world. This process actually has a name. It's called social referencing, and it is a brilliant survival mechanism. A baby sees a new toy or a new person, and what do? They immediately look to your face to ask a silent question. Hey, is this thing safe? How are we feeling about this?
And you can see this in action all the time. Step 1, a baby sees something new. Step 2, they instantly look at you. Step 3, if your face says, it's okay, everything's cool. Step 4, they'll relax and start to explore. But if your face shows fear, they'll freeze up. They are literally outsourcing their emotional regulation to you.
This quote just says it all perfectly. That stare is your baby plugging directly into you for crucial emotional and safety data. You are, in a very real and biological sense, the external hard drive for their developing nervous system.
So we've got brains syncing up, we've got high-level data collection, but there is one final piece to this puzzle, and honestly, it's the most profound of all. That gaze isn't just sending signals or gathering information, it is physically building the baby's brain.
This is just staggering. Research from MIT, from their Brain and Cognitive Sciences department, shows a direct, measurable, physical link between the amount of face-to-face interaction a baby gets and the actual development of their prefrontal cortex.
And why is the prefrontal cortex so important? Well, just look at this list. It's basically the CEO of the brain. It's what lets us plan for the future, make good decisions, control our emotions, navigate complex social situations. It's where our personality lives. It's what makes us, us.
So here's the bottom line. Every single time you hold that gaze, every time you smile back at that baby, every time you respond to what you see in their eyes, you aren't just having a sweet bonding moment. You are doing construction work. You are laying the neural foundations for the person they are going to become.
So let's pull all of this incredible science together, because understanding the power of a baby's stare isn't just a fascinating bit of trivia, it's vital. It gives us a whole new way to think about this silent conversation, and it really highlights why paying attention is so important.
This also means that the absence of that stare can be a really important signal. Now, if a baby consistently avoids making eye contact, or doesn't seem to track your face, or kind of looks through you, it doesn't automatically mean something is wrong. But it is valuable information that's definitely worth paying attention to.
And the reason it's so important to pay attention is because of this number, 2 years. The first 2 years of a child's life are a period of explosive brain growth. The brain is incredibly plastic, meaning it's changing and adapting at an unbelievable rate. Early awareness and support during this critical window can have a profoundly positive impact that's just not possible later in life.
So the next time a baby locks eyes with you, I want you to remember what you're really witnessing. It is not a blank stare. It is not a vacant look. It is the product of millions of years of evolution. It is the most sophisticated social interface ever designed to connect one human mind to another.
They are using your face to learn how to be a person, how to feel, how to connect, and how to understand the world. Their brain is literally physically reaching out for yours, asking for a connection. So the only real question left is, will you stare back?